Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Collier out there with George, and it's Bailey in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, backcourt guards are Schroeder and Levine. In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now here's Levine. Murray sets a screen for DeRozan. Back to Levine. A 3. Kings with the fresh shot clock. Kicks it out to Schroeder. There's Sabonis. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. George looking over the floor. Going inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on DeRozan. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And during his rookie year, Keontae George started about half of his games, running the point most of the time. That experience will pay off for him.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And great offensive firepower for the Kings. But you know what, Stan? They know they got to defend.
Well, their head coach, Doug Christie, made his bones at that end. But it's on these players to execute, and that'll be the challenge.
And the Jazz with possession here after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Schroeder. Puts it up from 12. Not enough on that one as it misses. Kings have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. DeRozan gets the bucket.
And DeRozan is selective when it comes to taking threes, but they're looking confident from the corner.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, he was showing some muscle there. Markkanen is so tough to contain at times.
DeRozan for 3. The rebound by Collier. And it's the Jazz's ball. They trail by 3. Back to George. Markkanen passes to Collier. Picked by Markkanen. Shoots it. And it's Collier missing. And it's Sabonis with the ball for Sacramento. Here's Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And look at the inside presence already for Murray. It'll be fun to watch this young man grow.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Steps back. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Sacramento grabs the miss. Murray, the pass to Levine. Back to Murray. And here's Sabonis. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Back to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis. Going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There's the pick. Here's Bailey. Takes it inside. Banked in off the glass.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
Schroeder kicks to DeRozan. Outside, Levine. Sabonis' screen on George. Right side, Sabonis. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Levine's shot is off.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Bailey passes to Collier. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Still yet to score. Markkanen from outside. It's not going to go for him. Kings leading now by 5. Schroeder up top. A rebound by the Jazz.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. Now Bailey. Here's Collier. George, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. DeRozan finds Sabonis. Good work there as it goes. DeRozan's got 5 now.
Once DeRozan gets inside with the ball, he is very efficient.
Here's Collier. And here's George for 3. They get the rebound. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
The Kings leading. So stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rebrim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
Now here is George, following the miss by DeRozan. George passes to Bailey. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Collier. And he's good on the 3-ball. Now just a 2-point Kings lead.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Levine against George. And the jam by Levine.
That's such a tough finish. Levine with outstanding focus to score through contact.
Outside, Markkanen. Cans it from downtown. He has 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the Kings. Sharch comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Malik Monk in for Dennis Schroeder. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Sacramento Kings. Monk outside. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Over Bailey. And too long on the shot.
doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Kessler. Pass to Collier. Puts up a deep three. On the wing, Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Levine. George against Levine. Here's Bailey. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bailey's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, for a rookie, Bailey has great confidence in his shot. Not bashful from letting it fly from deep.
On the wing, Levine. Out to Sharch. Here's the three. Utah with the rebound. Bailey with the ball. 5 points in the game. And Kessler throws it down.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Guys?
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's George. After the basket by Dario Saric. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Sabonis, he's checked in for Murray. And it's Keon Ellis in for DeMar DeRozan. Monk, the pass to Levine. Sabonis inside. He's covered by Kessler.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Pass to Filipowski. Inside. And they double up Markkanen. Nobody near Williams. Misses the three. Sacramento's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Monk outside. From downtown. Rebound by Williams.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. The Kings trailing. Levine with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Sabonis. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Saric. Jacks up a three. The rebound by the Jazz. Now Markkanen. 5 points in the game. Now Kessler. Here's Collier from deep. The shot, no good. Williams against Saric. Pass to Levine. Ellis left side. Back to Levine. Over Williams. Levine's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Collier. Lets the three fly. George grabs the board.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Collier. Left side, Markkanen. The three. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jazz lead by 2. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
They've got Domantas Sabonis. Monk is out there with Ellis. Then it's McDermott. And it's Sharge in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Sharge passes to Monk. And here's Ellis for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Utah leading by 4. And there's the drive. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Ellis, the pass to Monk. Fires from deep. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Pass to Williams. And Williams throws it down.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And so here's Sacramento, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Sabonis, good on the 13-footer. Sabonis has got 6 points.
Looking like his dad, Arvidas, my former teammate. Sabonis, a skilled center, knocking down shots.
Now here's Nurkic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Here's Ellis, trailing here by 8. Monk with the ball. Williams picks him up. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Carter, he's checked in for the Kings. Utah leading by 8. George dishes to Nurkic. Outside, George. Bailey with the ball. He's got 5. Markkanen passes to Bailey. Nice ball movement by Utah. Throws up on the high post. The shot by George, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Carter, the pass to Monk. Sharks looking around. It's Ellis on the wing. Monk against Markkanen, a 17-footer. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Malik Monk is instant offense coach. So fun to watch.
He really is, Kevin, because he brings great energy every night. Seems to just love being out there. And then he's done what most guys do. If they're going to take that jump to becoming good players, he's become more efficient as a player because he's learned to make better decisions on the floor.
Just like his dad in his time, Domantas is polished and disciplined.
Pass to Markkanen. Some changes for Sacramento. Jones checked in for Sharge. Zach LaVine comes in for Ellis. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Carter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. George passes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
You can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Pass to Schroeder. "11 feet away, connects, the jumper drops." Schroeder's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And here's George. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Bailey. Over Monk. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist by George. Bailey's got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz. Monk looking around. Down low. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
George passes to Nurkic. Now here's George. Markkanen from outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Schroeder. Sabonis kicks it over to Schroeder. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Deflects the pass. Sabonis with the steal. Outside, Levine. George against Schroeder. Jones from outside. Rebound by Nurkic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is George. Nurkic, the pass to George. Pass to Markkanen. 4 on the clock. Hits it from 3-point range. Markkanen's got 11.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sacramento. DeRozan comes in for Jones. Utah also making some changes. Walker Kessler comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Collier in for Filipowski. On the wing, Levine. He has 5. In the corner, Eubanks with it. DeRozan against Markkanen. 5 on the clock. And it's DeRozan missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And with the trend break toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
That one is off.
And Kessler is just a steady, reliable big man because he shoots a good percentage and defends the rim well.
And he's good on the second. And the real star stand of this Kings team is Domantas Sabonis. Can he anchor them, though, defensively?
Well, Sabonis is not a big-time shot blocker, Kevin, but paint points haven't been their biggest concern. Rather, it's been their struggles closing out the shooters on the perimeter.
Bailey with the ball, guarded by Levine. Markkanen can't get it to go. Up top, Monk to the inside. The jump hook, and it's Schroeder missing. Jazz leading by 7. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Kicks it out to Markkanen. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Sacramento's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Inside, and then Monk with the dunk.
I tell you, Monk has some bunnies on it. I mean, he leaps up there with ease to throw that one down. The D has got to be a little bit more aware of his athleticism.
Here's Collier. Now George. Puts up a deep 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Levine. He's got 5. Pass to DeRozan. Monk outside. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
Out to DeRozan. Stolen by Kessler. In transition, here come the Jazz. He's off on that one. Sacramento's gotten gold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. The score now all even. DeRozan's got 7.
With his strength and explosiveness, DeRozan's so imposing when he gets it inside.
Here's Bailey, guarded by Levine. Markkanen, good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Outside, Levine. Here's Schroeder. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. For Utah, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. That one good for 2. Now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
And that's a spot on the floor Bailey can really make his own, especially at that size.
Now here's DeRozan. He has 7. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Murray comes in for Monk. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
1:53 left in the second quarter. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Schroeder, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Schroeder's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Kings forward DeMar DeRozan clearly bought into helping take this team to the next level. He said, quote, "I appreciate the passion and the drive from the coaching staff, from the players to the fan base to everything, top to bottom. Guys want to win. Anything is possible." Kevin, back to you.
They're plenty talented. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. So they take the lead. And now a 3-point Kings lead.
Yeah, they've had their hands full with DeRozan. He is scary when he gets it going.
There's the lob to Markkanen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Markkanen showing his athleticism, soaring to hammer home the alley-oop.
Pass to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Good on the triple. DeRozan's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Markkanen a screen on Levine. Back to Markkanen. Markkanen missing again.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked off here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Here's DeRozan. Sabonis, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness.
Really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Sacramento. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back to the action in just a minute.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fatal half-court shots. Drop on. They're measuring up the shots. Let's hear it for the participants.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Here's Collier. And so in the game for the Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Collier out there with Keontae George. And it's Bailey in at the 3, the small forward.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Collier. Now Bailey. DeRozan defending. Back to Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Collier. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And this young guy is a handful to deal with. Murray is so skilled at drawing fouls.
The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Murray.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball. He rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Schroeder, left side, pass to Levine. Now, here's Sabonis. The shot that time, not on target.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Here's Collier. Now, Bailey. Jazz passing it around. Lock at 6. In the corner, George with it. A floater. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Sacramento leading by 3. Outside DeRozan. There's Sabonis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And you talk about the best center in the league, Sabonis certainly, Stan, is in that group.
He sure is, Kevin, the second Sabonis to be in that group. And look, this guy can do it all. He is one of the best passing bigs in the league. He's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. And he can shoot the ball on the perimeter. A tough guy to deal with.
And Sabonis drops them both.
And like his dad back in the day, DeMontis has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
And Kessler throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Sabonis. 14 points for him. Sabonis sets the pick for Schroeder. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And guys, we see more of this every year. Sabonis looking for his own offense.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Takes the 3. And Sabonis pulls it down. To the middle. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to George. Kessler, screen on Levine. The 3 from George. Here's Kessler. And he can't jam it through.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Another 3 for Sacramento.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Collier. Left side, Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Over Bailey. A second chance effort. And Sabonis finishes it off. Sabonis has got 18 points in the game.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
Kessler passes to Bailey. To halt the run. Pass to Collier. Clock at 4. Looking to end his cold spell. That shot missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Here's Collier following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. 6 to shoot. Bailey passes to Kessler. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Kessler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, this is where Kessler mostly looks to score. Great work inside.
Levine kicks it over to Schroeder. Schroeder setting the pick for DeRozan. Back to Schroeder. Levine wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside, Markkanen. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Yeah, Markkanen staying after it. He has got it going.
Sabonis against Kessler. Sabonis kicks it over to Schroeder. Lets a floater go. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Bailey. 12 points for him. Pass to Collier. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. And Levine throws it down.
Well, not only does this show off Levine's skills, it's also a great morale boost for your team.
Here's Collier. Pass to Bailey. And here's George. Markkanen a screen on Levine. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis is... Murray against Markkanen. On the wing, Murray. Left side, DeRozan. Over Bailey. And it's DeRozan missing.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
3-pointer. And it's Collier missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Bean passes to Sabonis. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz trail by 18. Bailey with the ball. He's got 12. Pass to George. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Bailey. The Jazz with another miss. Kings leading now by 18. And DeRozan kicks it over to Schroeder. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Kings making a change here. Monk's checked in. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Jazz. Kyle Filipowski comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Here's Filipowski. He's covered by Murray. Filipowski passes to George. Down low. They need this one. And Bailey with the lay-in. Bailey's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with his endless length, Ace Bailey's a good option down low.
DeRozan on the wing. And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's up to 25 points for DeMar DeRozan. Outside, George. There's the three. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist by George. Bailey's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, Ace Bailey's draft journey was highly scrutinized, and it wasn't just his height, but at the combine he measured over 2 inches shorter than he'd been listed in college. Rather, his refusal to work out for any team surprised a lot of folks and executives around the league. But it didn't scare off the Jazz, who selected him 5th overall.
Not everyone can shoot like him. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Now here's Levine. 10 points for him. Trying to get open is Murray. The two-time dunk champion, Zach LaVine, can hammer it down, Coach, or he can bury one from three.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great player.
First one falls for him.
Well, one thing with LaVine, you love the way he can attack at all three levels on the floor.
Some changes for Sacramento. Sharch checked in for Murray. And it's Keon Ellis in for DeMar DeRozan. He's off on the second. Jazz trail by 20. Markkanen in the corner for the three, and the Jazz with another three.
Yeah, some guys want to avoid the corners, but Markkanen looks totally comfortable down there.
Williams against Monk. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Fires for three. Connects from three-point range. LaVine's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, it takes confidence to answer back like that. Something LaVine is clearly not lacking.
Pass to Williams. Nurkic a screen on Monk. To the paint. And finished off by Nurkic.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Ellis outside. And here is Sharch. Takes a three. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Nurkic's screen on Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and the Jazz another 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Kings ahead, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Sharch is out there with Drew Eubanks. Then it's Malik Monk. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Levine in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. It's up a 3. No good on that one. Sacramento leading by 22. Sharch dishes to Monk. To the inside. Eubanks with it. Working on Nurkic. Here's Sharch. And a miss there on the triple. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Williams finds Filipowski. Pass to Nurkic. The kick out to Williams. He tries for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Down low. Eubanks the pass to Sharch. Nurkic with the double team. For 3, Levine drills the 3-pointer. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Can't forget about Levine from deep.
Pass to Filipowski. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
And here's Schroeder. Out to Sharch. Monk outside. Shoots over Filipowski. The shot, no good. Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Nurkic a screen on Monk. Williams dishes to Nurkic. That's tipped. Schroeder outside. Pass to Sharch. Here's Eubanks. He's guarded by Williams. Now Eubanks. Now here's Levine. He's guarded by Markkanen. Pulls from the top of the key. Levine's shot is off. Jazz have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Sharch. Now, here's Monk. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Well, Zach LaVine so crafty at getting himself to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, LaVine. Keegan Murray's checked in for Eubanks. And Utah with a change here, too. Kessler's checked in. And so LaVine nails both of them. Utah calls timeout. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside, Markkanen. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Schroeder. Again, the miss by the Kings. Utah's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Kessler the screen. Three-pointer, Markkanen buries the long-range jumper. Markkanen's got 26.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. Markkanen is a pure shooter.
Schroeder looking around. LaVine with it. Williams picks him up. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Šarić, and it's DeRozan in for Zach LaVine. Jazz have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Kessler the screen. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And how do you stop Kessler at his size? He's a load.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Murray with it. Now defended by Markkanen. And the turnover again by Sacramento.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to it. Didn't look ready to receive it. At least they've got some room for error, but still a poor possession there.
For Utah, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Schroeder. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
And a great job keeping his eyes up. Murray will be dangerous if he can become a consistent facilitator.
Kessler a screen on Murray. Markkanen passes to Kessler. Yep, that one goes. Kings leading now by 22. Now here's DeRozan. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Collier. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
truly outdoing himself on the offensive end. You wish Kessler always attacked this relentlessly.
Here's DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Levine's checked in for the Kings. Jazz trail by 20. Here's Collier. Kessler in the post. Sabonis is there.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Levine against George. Now here's Levine. Not a lot of room. Excellent D there from George. Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Collier. Markkanen passes to Bailey. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bailey's got 10 points here in the second half.
What a big night for Bailey. Scoring it well. I have a feeling there are going to be a lot of these performances in his future.
DeRozan with it. Monk outside. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Jazz trail by 18. Pass to Collier. Now here's Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Here's Collier. Sabonis grabs the board. Kings leading now by 18. Outside, Levine. Puts it up. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, whenever Bailey has it, Ace is looking to score. I love that in a young player.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
That free throw good from Bailey.
And no doubt, one of the more polarizing prospects in this year's rookie class. Bailey makes shots few others can, but he's still adding strength and polish to his all-around game.
And the Kings making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. And so he hits both. And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Domantas Sabonis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Outside, Levine. Back to Schroeder. Outside, DeRozan. Outside, Levine. Screen by Sabonis. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by George. Jazz trail by 16. Bailey with the ball. Out guarded by DeRozan. Markkanen from outside. Kessler, a screen on Schroeder. Markkanen fires. Missed on the three.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And here's Schroeder. Outside DeRozan for three. Bailey pulls it down. Jazz trail by 16. Here's Collier, and it misses.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Now Sabonis. Here's Levine. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Kessler against Sabonis. Outside George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Now Markkanen. Strong move off the glass.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect feed.
Sacramento leading by 16. Outside DeRozan. Here's Murray. Schroeder setting the pick for Murray. Puts up the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Sacramento.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Domantas Sabonis.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by George. Markkanen's got 30. Schroeder outside. Pass to Levine. Schroeder setting the pick for Levine. And here's Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
A step-back shot here, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Now Schroeder. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now, our player of the game, Domantas Sabonis.